Brazilian Grand Prix is the second race in a triple header Mexico-Brazil-Qatar. Max Verstappen won the first race and also seems to be favourite for the second race. Will Lewis Hamilton be able to turn the tide, or will Verstappen take another big step towards the world title? It's all what we're going to find out in this weekend's Brazilian Grand Prix, which has been on the calendar since 1973. In 1972, a race was organised at the Interlagos circuit, but that was not a part of the official calendar. After the successes in 72, it's made official in 73 with a big party as a result. The home hero Emerson Fittipaldi won the race. Fittipaldi did it again in 74 and 75. At that time it was Carlos Brace for Brabham who won for Brazil. In the 1978 Brazilian Grand Prix, it made a trip to the Jacurpa circuit but returned to Interlagos swiftly in 79. In Brazil they wanted to bring the race back to that previous track. I'm not going to try and pronounce it again. After 2 years, Interlagos F1 returned to the circuit in Rio. The Interlagos circuit had fallen into disrepair and the rise of Nelson Piquet called for a race in his hometown. This proved to be a success as Piquet would win the GP in his own backyard in 83 and 86. In 1990, F1 returned to Interlagos and this circuit's been used exclusively ever since. Although 4 Brazilians have won twice in their own country, Fittipaldi, Piquet, Senna and Massa, also base won one race. The most successful driver in Brazil is perhaps the most hated man in the country, Alain Prost. The Frenchman won the race in the country of his biggest rival no less than 6 times. Prost fought extraordinary battles with Piquet, but also mainly Senna. The rivalry was heavily charged and caused a lot of tension. That Prost managed to win under pressure in the Lion's Den can therefore be considered extra special. Carlos Reutemann and Michael Schumacher both won here 4 times, with Sebastian Vettel right behind them. With 3 victories, he is the best driver on the grid currently. The Brazilian Grand Prix was held continuously from 73 to 29, but missed out in 2020, obviously due to the coronavirus, and with rumours that it would be held at Rio de Janeiro. Again, it was been confirmed that the foreseeable future it will be at Interlagos. Schumacher has been the most successful driver at Interlagos. The German won 4 times, and Vettel has won 3 times. Fittipaldi, Senna and Massa have also won 2 races here, but Prost only managed to win once at Interlagos. Ferrari is the most successful team with 9 wins, but McLaren follows close with 8. The Interlagos circuit is not as high as Mexico, but 786 metres in the air. The air is thin here as well. On the circuit you need a lot of power for the long strokes, but also the engine alone won't get you there. The CNRSs, and especially Sector 2 with Laranjina, Peritano and Bico de Pato, ask a lot from the car and also the driver. 2021 F1 season is nearing its conclusion. It's still not clear who will be world champion. Red Bull has launched a real attack on Mercedes for the first time and is therefore able to keep it exciting until the final races. With 4 races to go, Verstappen is 19 points ahead in the Drivers' Championship and Red Bull's just 1 point short in the Constructors. In Brazil, there's also extra points scored for the sprint race. This means 3, 2 and 1 point will be earned on Saturday, while qualifying is done after 1 practice session on the Friday. According to the weather.com, it will start raining from Wednesday night in Sao Paulo, and this will probably stop on Saturday. On Thursday there is a highest chance of rain with 63%, but also with qualifying on Friday there's a 30% chance. Saturday is expected to be slightly cloudy with a 17% chance of rain. It remains below 20 degrees, and on sunshine it's supposed to be hot sunny 25 degrees with minus 10% chance of rain. It's clear that nothing is certain in 2021. Hamilton was the favourite for the American Grand Prix, but it's Verstappen who won, and in Mexico it was a 1-2 for Mercedes in qualifying. However, Red Bull managed to turn it around in the race. In Brazil, Red Bull have always been very strong. In 2018 and 2019, Verstappen should have won both races, but obviously in 2018, that famous contact with Esteban Ocon. As in Mexico, altitude plays an important factor, and the Sector 2, which is very technical, is perfect for Red Bull. However, there will be lots of power, and with rain, you never know. Every weekend with a sprint race has ended in a collision with Hamilton and Verstappen, so nothing is certain. And with circuits such as Qatar, Abu Dhabi and Saudi Arabia, which could suit Mercedes more, you do feel like this is an important one for Verstappen to win. The main story in the paddock on Thursday was, without a doubt, Lewis Hamilton's rumoured engine change, which has since been confirmed. He will take a 5-place engine penalty for changing the ICE. It's the last thing he needed right now. Puts him on the back foot once again. Just not looking good for him at all. Really. Also some very other interesting stories. Guan Yu Zhou set to be confirmed at Alfa Romeo on Tuesday, and Otmar Zafnauer potentially heading to Alpine, which is an interesting move I didn't see coming, But anyway, moving on to practice 1, and it was Lewis Hamilton who top the timing sheets, 3.5 tenths above the Red Bull. Obviously, I kind of find with these practices ahead of the sprint races, it's hard to get a gauge of who's strong and who's not. But yeah, it definitely seemed like Mercedes was strong. And yeah, I think we could be in for a really close one. Obviously, we'll find out more after normal qualifying, but I think we're in for a close one. It's just a shame about that grid penalty for Hamilton. But moving on then, I'm going to go through it all now. Pole, I know technically Hamilton can't get pole, but fastest in qualifying in the sprint, I think will be Lewis Hamilton. It just seems like he has the pace advantage. And then I'm going to say winner will be Verstappen. Probably have quite comfortable with Hamilton out of contention. I'm going to say Hamilton will do an impressive fight back to P2 though, potentially with team orders with Bottas and P3. Perez probably P4. But yeah, I think Verstappen will have it in the bag, even though Mercedes may have slightly faster car. But anyway guys, that's the video. Thanks very much for watching. Remember to like, share, subscribe. All your thoughts, comments, and follow on Twitter. Links to it to me for daily F1 news, and subscribe to my channel on the screen right now. It'd be greatly appreciated. Thanks very much for watching. Peace.